Welcome to Critical Hit, a Major Spoilers podcast. Thank you so much for downloading and checking us out this week as we dive back into the back issue bin to check out what's going on in the pages of Sentinel Comics as we continue our playthrough of the, what is this, the introductory game, Brian?
The starter kit.
The starter kit game.
That's what it was.
We're in the back issue bins. You guys see any Bolt and Star Force 6 number 3s? Because I cannot find that thing anywhere.
So, Brian, I've got a couple of questions. We have completed 3 issues of our 6-issue collection.
Yes.
As we have gone through this game, we have gotten some bonus points in the form of our hero points that are generated. And so this issue we have 5. Everybody gets to divide those up how they want.
Mm-hmm.
But I notice our hit points are not increasing.
No, and generally they won't. There's not really so much character advancement as just kind of moving things, redefining things for the character.
Okay.
Basically, they designed this game so that you could play, like the Legacy characters, including Legacy, right out of the box.
Right.
Without, having to be like a higher level or anything. That's the starting character.
Okay.
And so, yes, and so all the characters are basically built being full-time.
And is that way with the character creation as well? Where
Yes,
they're just, you've got those hit points and that's it for the entire game?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
You can change some things which could affect your hit points, but for the most part, your character is built being pretty much as powerful as he's going to be. You just can make some adjustments there, like change powers to use or abilities to use different powers and whatnot.
It's actually pretty smart. I mean, the biggest problem of playing any superhero game is the leveling up process. Because if you want to play Spider-Man, Spider-Man's basically like a level 20 GURPS character.
Mm-hmm. Even though he's considered like a street level guy, he's pretty darn powerful actually. And
anytime they approach a superhero game within the rubric of an extant system, it doesn't work. D20 games, GURPS, even the storyteller game, Aberrant, doesn't really work. It doesn't let you play Magneto out of the box. It doesn't let you play certain characters out of the box, right? Even though you could have Polaris out of the box reasonably. There are powers that are considered too high, so you need to really approach a game from a standpoint of how do you do every superhero out of the box in a way that doesn't break things?
Mm-hmm.
And they have said they may potentially have like some sort of more traditional advancement system and later supplements, like possibly in the Sentinels of Freedom, where you're more focused on playing new, young, teenage heroes and them gaining power and notoriety.
Well, the other thing that I like about this, and this is getting a little bit into the meta, I'm sure people who have already played this game are already aware, but at least for my character, Legacy, my maximum hit points is 32.
Yeah.
If you go and play the card game, my maximum hit points are 32.
And they might have designed it specifically the way to match that.
All the versions of Paul Blart Superhero Cop are the same, except for Golden Age Legacy, who has 30, and Young Legacy, whatever her name is, she's only got 30 as well.
She's now the Legacy.
Yeah, she is the new Legacy, but she's only got 30.
Old Legacy becomes Heritage.
Yes, and Old Legacy is going to retire.
Oh my God, that is the worst.
Is it?
That is such a bad name. Oh my God. These guys are usually so good about that too.
So,
except for the Wraith and Writhe problem, which drives me up the wall.
Yeah.
So that works for Legacy, but that Legacy is the only one that works for so
really
far.
Wow.
Bunker
that is
has his original is 28, GI Bunker is 27, Engine of War is also 27, but that's the Fright Train version. Termination Bunker is 26. Freedom 5 Bunker is 29.
And how much do you have in the game, in this game we're playing?
I think the base one is 28.
Yeah, that's the Bunker base.
Yeah.
Bunker base card is the same, is at 28.
Yes, but not every version
of not every. I see what you're saying.
28.
I see what you're saying.
Like every version of Parsons, of the specific Legacy is 32.
Yeah.
But Bunker's got variations.
Yeah, depending on what suit he's wearing or who's in the suit, right?
Absolute Zero has 4 different variations. It's 29, 27, 25, and 28,
Mm-hmm.
depending on which variation of Absolute Zero it is.
How long has Sentinels been out now?
Oh, man.
Wow.
10 years? 15 years?
Has it been?
Yeah,
Probably
it's
not
well over a
15.
decade at this point.
Well over a decade. Okay. Then that explains why they're actually getting to the actual comic book problem of too many variants. Where it's like,
that is
hey, there's 15 different versions of this guy.
Well,
that you
the
like.
variance is a little bit
Promo
more
cards.
the promo cards, and let's make some money off of that. Not really.
Well, and to be fair, Sentinels is one of the most genre savvy things that you're going to encounter about comics. So
yes.
I feel like they kind of dove into the variance issue pretty early on as well.
And had fun with it. So
yeah.
And, I mean,
This
the
80s Captain Cosmic is absolutely amazing.
the Extremeverse Captain Cosmic.
He's like wearing combat boots and pants with buckles down the side. He looks like Macho Man Randy Savage with a big old mohawk. I love him.
Sentinels of the Multiverse released in 2011.
So like 8 years ago.
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm surprised too.
I mean, they really cranked it out in a pretty quick time. All the stuff.
Well, you guys are bad with time too. By you guys, I mean mostly Steven. It's cool.
No.
He's got a lot of work to do. He's doing lots of things, and sometimes a movie that came out 6 weeks ago, he's like, "This came out 2 years ago," and we're like, "It's okay, Steven. We know you do."
No, Matthew, you're forgetting. You're talking about, I just saw this brand new movie. Matthew, that movie came out 2 years ago. No, I just saw it, you guys.
2 years ago.
No, guys, I just saw it. It just came out.
6
No,
months
Matthew,
ago,
it came
Steven.
out 2 years ago.
It didn't
No,
come out
Matthew,
2
that
years ago.
movie's been dead for the past 10 years.
How did it get in my car? Oh
Okay.
my God.
All right,
Who
settle
was
down.
on the phone?
Settle down. All right, Brian, why
Yes.
don't we explore another issue? Where are we going
Excellent.
this week?
Well, we've decided this week, or you guys decided that you were going to go check out the reports of a mysterious portal in Las Vegas.
Oh, we're going to
yeah.
Las Vegas. Maybe we'll run into Ra there.
So you guys pile into the Freedom Jet after dropping off the new Haka.
Yep.
And fly to Vegas.
Oh yeah, we also put a new Heart of the Universe or whatever in the jungle.
That was last time.
Yeah, on Critical Hit.
Yes,
Wait,
you
you
have
can't keep New Haka? I
right.
love New Haka.
you have
I want
created
to play New Haka. Can I play New Haka?
No, at least not as of yet. I mean, we do have character creation rules, so we can make something akin, but not this time.
Sorry,
Oh, I'm going to cry.
On Critical Hit.
but you can still be a rock star or whatever.
Yes.
It's the
But-
or whatever that I love.
Would probably be fairly similar mechanically,
Yeah.
but
So we're flying to Vegas, right?
yeah, flying to Vegas. You guys are heading to the closed down Cleopatra Casino,
Okay. All right.
and so yep, you fly there, and you're there at the casino on the Strip.
We
The
just
soul
landed our
abandoned.
plane right there in the middle of the Strip, or did we
Sure, why
land
not?
at McCarran?
Well, you can land at McCarran and
Okay.
make your way.
All right. That's fine. I just didn't want to, back up traffic because traffic along the Strip is already bad enough without a giant plane with a giant armored man walking out the back end, slowing more traffic down. So, so we do we know where this portal is at? I mean, do we land and instantly know it's over there at the Cleopatra Hotel or
Well,
the Cleopatra Casino?
So that it's in there.
Okay, well, come along, everyone. Let's go check this out. What is your character's name, Rodrigo?
Headlong.
Oh, Headlong.
He'll take you on headlong to take on anyone.
Headlong. Why don't you run ahead and see what you can see?
All right.
So yeah, you rush in. There's an old abandoned casino, plush carpets, but all dusty and dirty. You do notice what seems to be a swirling purple vortex that seems to be occupying the doorway of old room labeled the Asp Room.
The Asp Room.
Rasp broom, yes. It's a broom.
Go ahead, Rodrigo.
come back out and be like, "There's a purple vortex up in that asp room."
Was the vortex that we passed through to get into the extra dimensional realm of the floaty rocks also purple?
I'd say it's likely.
Editor's note says, quite possibly.
I don't
Editors
know
don't
if
put notes that
I
say
described
quite
a specific color, but we could say it's,
Okay,
yeah, it could have been.
because this is probably related.
I mean, maybe.
Quite possibly.
It's way back in Sentinels of the Multiverse number 802.
Mhm.
Our heroes encountered a vortex.
Oh, yeah, Freedom 5, 802.
Except none of our heroes were ever in Sentinels of the Multiverse.
Yeah, Freedom,
we were all
Freedom,
there.
Freedom 5 is the
Everyone
issue
was
you're
there.
thinking of, Matt.
The Sentinels are the Fantastic Four XP.
Man, I hate that name. Okay.
The mid one, yeah. Southwest Sentinels.
Yeah.
So
All right.
Headlong reports that there's a
now the Void
vortex.
Yes.
I'm going to go check it out.
Let's proceed with caution, because we don't know what what else might be waiting for us. So
Rockstar actually didn't hear that because she actually started walking away.
Okay. So do you enter the portal?
I would enter the casino.
Okay. Well, you enter the casino. Pretty much the same. Old, abandoned, dusty casino. The lobby's filled with a purple light as you see that weird vortex there under the archway of the labeled asp room.
And who reported this vortex to us? Was it
Headlong.
Headlong?
No, it was
you
on
mean
the
like
initial
who
report.
sent you this way?
Uh-huh.
Right. I'm trying to remember actually how we got here on this episode of Critical Hit.
I would have been relayed to you that there was some strange yet familiar energies coming from this casino.
The secret communique from Tachyon.
A visionary would have told you that.
Uh-huh.
And yes. Who was there at your last portal adventure?
Mm-hmm. Now, she's not here.
No, she's not here. She's hanging out with the Argent Adept and Alhaka at the tree.
Okay. I'll call out, anyone here? Hello?
No response.
Well, gang, I think we're supposed to go through this portal.
Oh,
Okay.
what? We just got to Vegas.
I know, there'll be time for fun later. But first, down to business. And he puts his hand into his fist into his hand.
Want to maybe analyze the portal first?
Have you got a way to do that?
Have I got a way to do that?
If only if you had your science character.
Exactly.
I mean,
You
my
would
ring
say,
doesn't
yep,
give
this
me...
sure is magic.
I mean, my ring's not giving off anything, is it?
I mean, it's glowing. It's a portal.
Yes.
I've got my boots on.
I mean,
analyzed it.
I'm assuming the
mean-
power suit has at least some amount of like
Analytical.
analytical technology, like something to read what kind of energy is coming off of something, you know.
I mean, you could definitely try to analyze. That sounds like a good use of a power suit roll.
Yeah, so
Remember,
power
it's a 40s
suit
power suit, so
and
it's a dot matrix printer in there.
veteran.
Mm,
I've got
I'll see
veteran and
that.
self-discipline. The other two are just combat. So
I think you might have to take a
Probably
D4 in this situation.
Oh, not
as-
self-discipline? You know, don't rush right into the fight?
Mm, I'm not quite
on,
seeing
Brian, let
that
us
fitting the
diplomatize the
analytical.
Just roll the
Situation.
D4.
how do I set it as a D4?
I think you're just going to have to add a new attribute and just put it in as D4. Are you able to edit?
Yeah, it should be.
And are you just
Add
going
it.
for an overcome, or what kind of action are you?
What are all the basic? I mean, I assume overcome is the.
Yeah, there's not really a thing to attack or defend from here. There's overcome, there's boost, there's hinder. Again, not much anything to hinder currently. So you
Let's go with boost
could. Okay.
to try and like make sure whoever goes through first is safe.
Sounds good.
Boost up their defense potentially with a 4.
A 4, which would be a
A
plus
4, a
2.
4, and a 4.
Wow. 4's down the road. I'll at least you rolled max on that D4. So
You told him to roll a 4, and so he did.
So yeah, I'll say that with your instruments of the suit, you're able to basically determine it does seem to be some sort of portal that does lead to a far-off location. You sense that it's stable. The portal itself wouldn't be of any particular harm to anyone passing through. You are able to get an image from the other side, and it does seem to be some sort of sandstone room with hieroglyphics along the walls.
All right.
And you can give +2 bonus, or have basically a floating +2 bonus that someone can claim to future action with this intel.
Good to know.
+1 bonus or +2 bonus?
A +2 bonus.
Okay. All right. It looks like it's at least safe for us to go through. It's kind of a, would you say, sandstone room
Yeah.
on the other side? So I'll head through first, just in case there's something else there.
Sounds fair. So you step on through.
I guess.
Well, with a bit of crouching, you're able to squeeze through with the mighty bunker suit, and you find yourself, as depicted, a sandstone room with walls covered in hieroglyphs. Seems to be a set of stone stairs opposite, leading up into a cramped corridor.
I will follow next.
Legacy appears through the portal. He's the same.
I forgot to hydrate.
I'll follow.
Rockstar also walks through the portal.
No, Rockstar leaps through the portal
Leaps through the portal.
in awesome fashion. Maybe a little power slide when I hit the other side. Who knows?
I'll come through as well.
And Headlong comes through. So everyone's here in this chamber.
Yep.
Got stones or stairs leading up opposite your direction.
Yeah, go up the stairs.
Head on up.
We're inside of a pyramid. Is that what you said?
Well, you're inside a room with hieroglyphs on the wall.
Okay.
Old, some piles of sands around.
Okay.
And as you, who's going first up the stairs?
I think I will.
I will. Or, I guess Legacy can.
I think Legacy will go first. He can take the...
All right. As you start making your way up the cramped stairs, you step on a step and hear a click. I'm going to want you to give me an overcome reaction roll.
Probably I will use awareness.
All right.
And I will use... I'll use leadership since I went in first on that.
Sounds fair.
And I'll roll that without a bonus. And I get a 5 on the overcome. So that's the middle of the road, I think, right?
That would be a success with a minor twist.
Okay. Minor twist. Let's see what we have.
None of your principles would have applied here, would it?
No, I don't think so. Well, I guess, let's see. Minor twist, your immediate need to help someone else causes you to drop the ball in your personal life. What was it? I still forgot to call my wife. She's going to rip me a new one. Senator doesn't like to be kept on hold.
But none of your principal abilities, though, to possibly use higher die?
I mean, I could use Principle of the Hero, since I'm taking the lead on that. That would allow me to use my max die, which would be a 10.
Well, there you go. 10 would bump it up to full success without any twist.
Yeah, let's do that.
And then everyone would get a hero point?
Yep.
Yay.
Well, with that, basically, once you're stepping on a step, you hear a click. You're able to dodge out of the way as spears jet in from the wall from either side of the corridor.
I will catch them.
You catch them adeptly.
Yes.
And you can continue your way up the stairs as you find yourself in another chamber, about 20 feet square, pretty high ceiling. Further hieroglyphs seem to be covering the walls here as well. And it seems to be a stone doorway opposite here leading into a dark corridor.
Does anybody know what these say?
I'm going to look and see what they say.
Do you have any attributes or abilities that would help you see what they
Let's
say?
see. I can overcome using brute force.
I don't think that's going to help you decipher any hieroglyphics.
I'm going to force my brain. No, I don't think I have anything. Unless I can, create some backstory that I saw this once in an issue of Daybreak. Yeah, it was definitely something that happened. We were fighting the Crimson Catamount, and he had teamed up with Dr. Egyptus.
Did he now?
Mm-hmm. No? Okay.
I don't. Yeah, I mean, the thing about using the backstory is that you still have to roll with your given abilities. I mean, you could.
Well, let's see what abilities I have.
I regret having asked.
No, I don't think so. I have creativity, which I don't think is going to work.
No, I don't think that's going to quite do it.
As I stare at it, do I see any of them that show like pits opening up beneath us or spears coming out of the wall that I can say, this
Maybe
next
a man in a
room-
hat running from a rolling boulder?
Oh, there's all sorts of symbols. Do you got anything that you think would help?
No, not at all. I mean, I've got history. Maybe my history with Ra.
I mean, I think
might help. Maybe he has spoken of simple rudimentary languages.
Maybe he sent you a Christmas card one year, and
so is this what are we supposed to be rolling here? Is this supposed to be an overcome or?
This would be an overcome if that's what you'd.
All right. I mean, I'll do awareness and history to see if anything jogs the old memory.
Stephen trying to cheese a history roll.
Yeah, I am. Oh, I didn't. Let's see. What can I do here? Principles of the mentor. Oh, Matthew failed his, right?
I didn't really try.
I didn't actually make the roll. I was hey, maybe I can figure this out. Nope.
I could use principle of the mentor, overcome a challenge that someone else younger already tried and fail. Use your max die, and each of your allies gains a hero point. That would have given me an 8.
But none of us have actually tried.
Nope.
I think.
Can I fail?
I can.
I will fail.
All right. I mean, you can take a success with a major twist.
Yeah.
So you're just going to take the fail?
I think I'm just going to take the fail.
You clearly know that wall says your head is about to be on fire.
Well, as you poke around, you think you notice something curious about the wall.
There's something odd about this wall.
As you investigate, suddenly it slides open, and out stumble a few wrapped humanoid beings.
Oh, I think I found your mummy.
Or a number of mummies. And so you are beset by a few mummified beings. I will roll to determine how much.
How many mummies we're going to face?
Yep.
Really? Wow. Now, does that scale based on how many players are in the game?
Not this particular roll.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no.
500 zombies.
So 8 mummies start stumbling through this archway.
What? 8 of them, or they are D8 mummies?
Yes.
Both.
Yep.
Oh crap!
So they're not minions. They're mid-levels.
No, they're minions.
Oh, are they minions? Okay.
Stumble in through the hole in the wall.
All right.
Start advancing towards you, and I'm going to decide who gets to go next.
So did I use my turn then in that overcome, or?
Yeah, I'd say that'd be your turn.
Okay. Then I will allow, what's your character's name? Combat advantage there, Rob?
That's Bunker.
Bunker, yeah. Bunker, step up there and blast away at those fiends.
Okay. Have we used my boost yet?
No, you have not.
Okay.
So we could say that boost was, basically your sensors being on alert, and so you're given forewarning if you want to use it here to activate against mummies.
Sure. I'm just going to do a basic action using riot cannon and ranged combat
All right.
and use that +2 boost to the head.
You can. So you don't have any way to attack multiple targets or anything?
Not in the green zone.
You do have the option of taking a minor twist to using actions 1 tier up.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Should probably do that then.
Yeah, I might consider it.
What would the minor twist consist of?
Do you got anything that in your principles that may be applicable?
What are my principles? Principle of the tactician and principle of order.
We could say, if you're not thinking of anything, you could definitely be...
No, I was scrolling to where my actual... because I've got his Bunker's character sheet, unlike everybody else's, is like 8 pages long.
Mm-hmm.
And I had it on the very last page, and the principles are on page 3, and my computer's being silly. So probably just principle of the tactician wasn't ready for the for mummies, because who's ready for mummies? But I'm not sure how that works for a minor twist.
Well, we could cause that to be your action also hinders you for the future.
Sure, that'll work.
You
take the bonus now, but you take a penalty later.
Yes. You can do the bonus of doing a higher tier ability, but you'll be hindered using your max die.
Okay. So I'm going to use the bonus that I set up, which is a +2, and then I'm going to use one of my hero points for a +1, but I can apply those to 2 separate dice, right?
The bonuses are exclusive. I'm going to say you can only use one of those in a row. In a roll.
Okay. I'll be using the +2 that I brought up then.
So, are you using the mid die, or what's...
I was using grenade launcher, which is attack up to 3 different targets using power suit. Apply max die to 1, mid die to another, min die to the third.
And did you roll?
If you rolled,
did you roll a bonus? Because it says your bonus is 0.
Using 3 different dice, so I didn't bother with putting the bonus in there.
Okay.
Because it'll just auto apply it to the middle one.
Yeah. Okay.
And then if you roll doubles, take a minor twist or take damage equal to that die. I did not roll doubles. I will add the bonus to the middle die, so that's 2 8s and a 1.
2 8s and a 1. Oh, okay. Well, you may very well have taken out 2. Let's find out.
Yeah, that's the general hope.
First save is a fail. Second save's a fail. Third one is a fail.
Huh?
So you took out 3 of them.
How's the third one a fail?
Rolling versus a 1?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. No, you're right. Sorry. I don't know what I was thinking.
Neither do I.
2 is lower than 1.
Yep.
Or you were thinking that it was just, Brian is rolling, so.
Yeah. So, okay, you managed to completely obliterate 2 of the zombies right off the bat. Oddly, as you blast 2 of them into pieces, you notice there's a lot of metal parts in those mummy pieces there.
Oh yeah, more
concerning.
Yes, robots indeed.
Robot mummy.
And basically, as you do that, you find yourself confused at being attacked by robots or mummies, or maybe mummy robots, and you will take a -2 penalty on your next roll.
And because they're robots, we can destroy them with impunity and never go above our PG rating because it's not real blood.
There's that too. And with that, who's going to go next there, Rob?
I'm going to toss it over to Rockstar. Looks like they're mechanical. You can probably take them out pretty quickly.
All right. I'm going to take them out pretty quickly. So this is a combat situation. You can't really overcome a combat situation.
Well, there's things you can overcome. I mean, depends on what kind of thing you're wanting to do.
Well, I wanted to overcome and kill them all in awesome fashion and then upload it to Instagram.
Well,
oh no, that's cheating.
No, if you're doing damage to a minion, that's attacking.
Then it's an attack. If I overcome, can I give them some sort of Can I hinder them?
You can hinder them with a hinder action.
But I have to have a hinder action. I don't think I do.
I'm sure you do.
Well, you can always do a basic hinder action.
But he'd be like hindering one of them, right?
Yes,
Right.
But that would be a hinder action and not an overcome action. Yes.
Right, and it wouldn't be, awesome.
I mean, it might be.
It could still be awesome, just
Very awesome against that one mummy.
I'm just kind of predestined to do things that end with my enemy exploding. So I think I may just do a wicked solo and just leap into the midst of them
Okay.
and like snag the one that looks like it's the ugliest and the mummiest and just batter it with rock fists from my fist rocks.
All right. Roll
It's going
that.
to be a wicked solo attack using strength.
Sounds good.
And then I'm probably going to go with close combat as my second. And I'm not going to use any bonus at this time because I'm still getting a feel for these goobers.
So 5 to damage.
Yes.
All right.
Does it die? Does it explode?
Actually, it makes the save, so it doesn't die. But you do
It's supposed to explode.
do a good punch to it, leaving a dent.
Okay.
And so that one seems to be pretty sparky and hurt there.
And I'm going to hand it off to Headlong.
Hand it off to Headlong. All right. Headlong.
All right. Headlong will jump up and slide along the floor, leaving a trail of dusty dust behind himself, and use Get Moving to boost myself using momentum. The bonus is persistent and exclusive.
Fair enough.
And I will use 2 of my hero points.
Okay. Well.
No.
Yeah. Okay. Well. Basically. So did you actually cash in the hero points for bonuses? Because you're supposed to kind of determine that at the start of the session / end of the previous session.
Otherwise, what happens? They just go away?
Well, basically, you're just supposed to determine like what kind of bonuses are you coming into.
Oh, I see.
What denominations of bonuses.
Yeah, I didn't realize that.
So
2-2-1.
Yeah, so you can decide. You broke it up to a 2-2-1.
Yeah, 2-2-1 sounds fine.
All right, so you're gonna use a +2 bonus.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's see. I'll do momentum and acrobatics.
All right, then we're using the mid die.
Yeah.
All right. Well, 7 gives you a +2, and with this power, that becomes a persistent and exclusive bonus. And so, basically, on future rolls, you can add that +2 bonus.
Okay.
And then heading off to the environment.
Yep.
All right, well, the environment's going to go, and so a number of minions are going to surge forward. A few of them are going to be on Rockstar, who jumped into the fray. A few of them going to jump over to Legacy, who was there, and when the arch opened, I think a few more are going to pile into Bunker, who shot the opening volley, and we'll say that Headlong, building up momentum, isn't in the immediate vicinity to be chomped at by mummies.
Hooray.
And so, as the first one's gonna attack here, so I check to make sure. Oh, hey, they're supposed to have a +1 to minion save rolls. That would have been nice, but anyways.
Well, now we know.
Yep. And no other bonus to attack, so just the basic die roll. First one on Rockstar. 8 damage.
All right. Now, if I have a reaction power, can I use that?
Yep.
What's the power?
Once per scene after you're attacked at close range,
That
attack
sounds
all nearby enemies.
Sounds like that will apply.
Cool. How many enemies are nearby?
Well, you got 2 of them coming at you right there.
Cool. I'm going to attack those. Now, actually, that's a yellow power.
We're not in the yellow yet.
You said something about being able to do something to use a yellow power earlier, but I didn't know if that counted.
You can take a minor twist to activate the power.
Ooh. That sounds fun.
I mean, looks like that mummy dealt 8 damage to you, so you might be getting pretty close to the yellow anyway.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
wait, let me do 8 damage.
Rockstar does have a bit of damage reduction.
Oh, yeah.
I do. So, yeah, I'm not in the yellow yet. Unless I choose not to use my damage reduction.
I mean, I guess you can.
Is that an
choose?
option?
It is an inherent power, so I'm going to go no.
Fair enough.
I'm just invulnerable. So if this is a twist that I take, is it a twist that you and I come up with collaboratively, or and I can just go, hey, here's a twist?
Well, did that damage knock you into the yellow?
No, it did not.
Oh, okay.
You can decide if there's like a principle that applies. We can try to apply something from your principle suggested twist, or I can choose a twist for the situation.
Let me look at my principle suggested twists. He said, slowly opening a PDF that takes like 6 weeks. Minor twist, it says, ooh. How are the pursuit of your goals getting in the way of being a hero in this situation? And or, principle of strength, what just broke? The pursuit of my goals getting in the way of being a hero in this situation. I'm clearly showing off rather than trying to focus on defeating the terrible cyborg mummies. So, me showing off means that I don't do as well. I don't know. I don't necessarily want to do something like injure one of my colleagues, but
I think Rob should take an additional -2 on his next turn.
Ooh. Bring it on.
Okay, that actually doesn't sound bad to me. Rather than hurting Bunker, it actually accidentally hinders him. Okay. So, I'm going to lash out at these creatures and maybe a piece of a creature, and or if I don't hit them, a piece of accidental rock crystal ends up hindering Bunker in his next turn.
Yeah, it sounds fair. So you're going to roll the 1 die since this is a reaction.
I don't think it sounds fair.
And I think it does.
It's okay, though. It's my stone die. My stone die is my good die.
Well, that's worse for Rob, because that result will also be a hinder towards Bunker.
Oh, my stone die
3.
betrayed me.
Well, it's only your penalty. Your hinder is only at a -3 now, Rob. But
wasn't it a -2 plus a -1?
Yep.
Because depending on what I do, you can do nonsense.
That's true too. I can apply it to multiple dice if you have multiple die effects.
You're a big old bully.
True.
It's true. All right, so I've attacked those guys. Do they take damage?
They will roll a save, and they do get a bonus being undead types. Well, it easily makes it, but as it is a minion, it will drop to a D6. And speaking of D6s, there's a second mummy there who chomps at you, and 5 damage.
Ooh.
That might be enough to...
So, Matthew, does your attack hit multiple targets, though?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. So then that guy might have gotten hit.
Yep. My attack. All nearby enemies are attacked by rolling my single stone die.
Okay, I will roll again then for the save. It would barely make it with its undead bonus.
Boo! But it's knocked down to a 4.
Undead in quotation marks. So it would knock down to a 4, and I'll re-roll the attack on you.
It'll be the same 5 points. I'm almost sure of it. The game hates me today.
Well, it's 4.
As close as possible.
Yes.
That does crank me down into the yellow zone, which isn't necessarily a bad thing because I get more awesome in the yellow.
Fair enough. Well, next group mummies going to be attacking at Legacy. First one swings, 5 damage.
Okay.
And second one, 2.
Nice. All right, so 5 and 2 is 7. And I reduce that by 2, so I'm going to take 5 damage.
All right. Last group goes at Bunker. D8 mummy attacks for 3 damage. And the D6 mummy will hit 6 damage. And the environment will hand it back to Rockstar.
Okay.
And the scene tracker ticks down 1, having had the environment go.
So Rockstar is the first of the second round.
Yep.
All right. There's a 6-sider and a 4-sider right here.
Yep.
One of whom is more damaged than the other. So I'm going to drop the hammer on the one that is less damaged.
Okay.
Attack using strength. Hinder that same target using your min die. So I'm going to use my strength. I'm going to use my creativity because I'm going to try and hinder him with a rock in the face. Or something actually cooler than that.
Now, you do actually have some transmutation powers, which lets you actually turn things into stone.
I do. Where do I have those?
Well, do you not have a power that says transmutation?
No, I'm not seeing one.
Oh, I thought you actually had a power that was labeled as
My powers go reaction, action, inherent action, reaction, action.
The dice, the actual... Like the quality and powers under powers is not one of them transmutation.
Oh, I do have transmutation under my powers.
Yes. I didn't quite realize that. Yes, you actually can turn other materials into stone, which I learned by reading the recently released rules chapter.
Now, this power does specifically say attack using strength, and strength is under the same powers as transmutation.
So, yeah, you wouldn't be able to use transmutation except for maybe like flavor wise, but
right. Well, I was thinking if I'm going to be creative about it, I could attack him with stone spikes from beneath him to try and impale him and hold him in place, thereby hindering him in the next round of combat. So, and damage him, and hopefully he will explode.
Fair.
I am going to kick in a hero point. Question mark? Yeah, I'm going to kick in a hero point just to make this seem like more of a thing. And he is hindered by...
And he is, so you were going for the least injured one?
For the 6-sider, the one who is least injured.
Okay, well...
And he is hindered by my min die.
Well, it don't really matter because he is entirely skewered on a crystal spire that you have sprouted forth from the ground.
Cool.
As you take out that mummy.
All right.
And so who's going to be going next?
I'm going to tag in Legacy.
All right. I will go ahead and kind of hold off these guys, but I'm going to use Galvanize so everybody gets some additional bonus points. And I'm going to boost using Leadership. And let's see. And also do Vitality. Apply that bonus to all attacks and overcomes by allies until the start of my next turn. So everyone is going to get, what is that, 3? 2.
That's a 2.
2. So everybody gets a +2 to all of their attacks until the end of my next turn. Yeah, attacks and overcomes. So enjoy that. Attack them all. We can do it.
I will attack.
You get an attack, and you get an attack, and you get an attack.
And
also, there are 2 people on me. I will I will ask Bunker to go next.
Since the damage actually took me down into the yellow, I can use Grenade Launcher without hindering myself now.
Although you do got a hinder.
I have 2 different hinders.
Yes.
You bully.
Yes.
But you also have a +2 to your attack.
Yes. True. So, power suit plus ranged combat to shoot the grenade launcher. Use each die into 3. I'm going to try and take out the 2 small ones and the D8 that's on Headlong.
Fair enough. Well, he's on you.
Yeah, next to both of us.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. So it's a 1, a 5, and a 6.
I'm going to apply the -2 to the 6 and the -1 to the 5. I guess, where are these damages going?
Okay, so I assume I have to put my plus in there first then?
That's true. Yeah.
I'll put the +2 on the 5 and toss that at the D6. So that'll be a 7 at the D6, the 6 at the 4, and the 1 at the 8.
Fair enough. Well, I'm going to go ahead and bump the 7 to a 5. So we will have him try to roll versus 5. And he makes it.
Boo. What's a D4 then?
Minion, yep, still drops.
His head spins around as sparks go flying.
And doing a 6 to the D4?
Yes. So even with the -2, I guess he could actually,
The -1.
Or -1.
Yeah.
He could save.
Yes,
on a
since it
max
gets a
roll.
+1 for his undead toughness.
Undead.
Well,
You son of a...
Wait a minute. Wow.
I rolled the 4.
You rolled the 4
Why is
and the
Brian
6.
rolling max on all of his dice?
Does it not die?
It does not die. Minions, if they're at a D4, they work like lieutenants at that point.
Well, you're just a
So they
big disappointment.
split into
It
2
rolls
and
down.
No. Don't split into 2D2s.
oh,
It turns into a D1, but it falls wrong, and we never see it again.
And well, I guess it's just a 1. Plus
Stupid
what?
marbles.
and you rolled a max again. Wait a minute. There's something wrong
No.
here.
Something is wrong. Brian is rolling all maxes, and he has
So,
control of the
hold on.
board.
Hold on.
You go, Brian.
Let me explain.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Brian's rolls are designed to screw us over. They're not. But Brian himself doesn't have bad luck. His luck is to screw over the party.
So he's always been on our side before, and now that
Precisely.
he's the universe which hates us, he's rolling amazing. That's an interesting theory.
People have different luck as game masters than they do as players. I roll way
Very
better, just way better as a game master than I do as a player.
That's true.
You also make a lot more rolls as a game master.
That's true.
And-
Statistically speaking, you're going to see a lot better rolls because you'll see more rolls.
Right. And I roll like crap as a game master, and I always have. So look
Man,
forward to
why
that.
haven't you run anything yet then?
Partly because I roll like crap when I'm a game master, and I always have.
So, Bunker, who are you going to hand it off to Headlong, or are you going to give it to the environment, or where's it going now? Those are pretty much your
Do you have any way
options.
to hit multiple targets, Rodrigo?
Nope.
Let's go to the environment then.
Okay. Environment will tick down. The environment's still in the green. It's on a pretty long track for the scene.
Wow, that means more monsters are coming.
Well, if we destroy all of these guys before more monsters get here, maybe
we'll
they
be
won't
ready
show
for
up.
monsters.
We have to flip those environment cards and see what happens next.
We get a wave bonus.
And now
Yeah, that's what it is.
minions are going to press their attack. So first the D4 on Rockstar. 3 damage.
2 damage, actually. Wait, I'm yellow. 1 damage.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm soaking some damage now, baby.
We'll go with the D8s that are on Legacy. First one hits a 6.
Okay, now I'm in the yellow.
Second
4,
one
5.
rolls a 1, so that's a nothing.
No damage, but I'm still in the yellow.
And the ones on Bunker, D6 rolls a 6.
Damn it, Brian.
I rolled a 1 on Steven.
And he also rolled a 3, so I mean, to be fair,
on a 4.
he's only missed twice.
And a 4 on the 4.
Okay, that is 6 of his last 8 rolls rolling max on the die, my friends. We're going to die. We're dead. Rockstar explodes and turns into ambuscade.
Are those last two
Turns
the
into
ones
a
on me?
Frenchman.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
10 damage. Well, minus any reduction.
That's my DR's 2 now?
If you're in the yellow.
DR 2, so that'll be 6 damage.
Fair enough. All right,
So
well,
it's 2 separate things. I'm still in the yellow.
environment's done, so it's going to hand it to Headlong.
Okay. Yep. Headlong will come back around, followed by a super fast trail of grave dust, and will rush past probably one of the ones by, I will say that D6 by Bunker. And then, yep, it'll get hit by a shockwave of dust. I will use Slip and Slide to attack using agility, defend against all attacks against you until your next turn with your min die.
Fair enough.
So I will use agility and acrobatics, and I'll add 2 to that because my get moving bonus does not stack with Legacy's bonus.
I don't believe yours isn't exclusive, is it, Steve?
It's persist.
I mean, it was
mine is.
Yeah, yours is exclusive, so you can't use other exclusive bonuses.
Oh, so I can use his?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So then I'll throw it on too.
So yeah.
So there's an additional +2 on that then.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So does that bump it up to 8 then?
Yeah, it does, which is impossible for it to hit, and so that D6 is gone. You yep. Shockwave, it slams into the roll and falls into pieces.
Okay.
Ask me what?
Let me ask you this. Oh, I guess it was possible for it to have hit a 7, right?
Yes.
Okay. I was going to ask you if it was reasonable for me to actually allocate one of those 2s to my min dice, and since now I can defend with it. Oh,
that's true. I mean, I'd allow that since I rolled before you made the declaration.
I mean, it's all good either way.
So you are defending with 4 until.
Yeah, I'll just defend with 4.
All right. Well, you're at the end of the turn. Who's going to go next? You got all available targets.
Let's throw it to. Who hasn't gotten to go first? Let's throw it to Rock. Yeah, Bunker doesn't get to go first that often.
Well, I would say wait for me to go last.
Yeah. Definitely not Legacy.
Yeah.
I can hit multiple targets effectively this time.
Yeah, let's throw it to
Brian
Bunker.
doesn't roll like a god again.
Let's see again. That makes it funny.
Yeah, I'll throw it to Bunker.
All right.
So we've still got Galvanize. Galvanize isn't exclusive, right?
No, we just were talking about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's...
then I'm going to throw the. I haven't used any of my hero points yet, so I'm going to throw the +2 from my hero points as well onto one of the dice, and I'm going to shoot the 2 8s and the 4 on Rockstar.
Okay.
Boop. Oh,
all right.
Goodness.
Got a 6, a 3, and a 1. What's going where?
Why can't I? This is my highest roll so far. I've got D10s and D8s, and I can't roll above a 6.
Welcome to my world, man.
I know. So I'll throw one of the pluses on the 6 and throw that at an 8.
All right.
One of the pluses on the 3, and I'll throw that on the 4. So that'll be a 5 at the 4 and an 8 at an 8, and then a 1 at an 8 because it's got a 0% chance of failure.
All right. So the first 8, what is it saving against?
8.
An 8.
All right. It rolled
a 9.
So
wow, another max die there, Brian.
Well, it drops to a D6. What's the next one got?
The other 8 is going to take the 1, so it just drops to a D6 because it literally cannot fail it.
That's true.
And then the 4's got to get a 5, so you have to roll max in order to. So you got a 25% chance of success at this, Brian.
Okay.
Well, no, if he gets a +1 on it, all he has to roll is a 3 or a 4.
No, because it's got to beat a 5.
Oh, it's got to beat it. Okay.
No, it's got to meet it, but yeah.
Or meet a 5, which is a 25% chance.
Okay.
But Brian failed.
But he failed.
So
finally.
D4 does die.
Nope, the one on Rockstar.
Oh, well.
Just move
that over.
Yep.
Boop.
Yeah. It's the same thing. It's all the same.
Yep.
Because I was clearing out the one on Rockstar so as I could pass it to Rockstar and say, hey, get in there and get him.
All right. Who be next?
You're clear. Hit something.
I'm going to hit something. So you say I can turn things to stone, huh?
Yeah.
Do I have to use my ability to do that, or is that something where we can just use my powers?
Well, you can use it as flavor on your powers, but
okay. As long as the power doesn't specify that I have to use stone or strength, which most of my attack powers do.
Fair enough.
I think, in fact, all of my attack powers. Let me see. Attack using strength. Overcome. Attack using strength. Eliminate a minion as an attack and kill it with a stick. That's fun to do. I'm going to kill it with a stick.
I see.
So there's 2 that are in Legacy's face.
Yep.
I'm going to drop the hammer on one of them. This time, because I feel that it's kind of cliche to stab them upwards again. You said that this is it looks like it's a sandstone room?
Yes.
How high is the ceiling?
It's pretty high up. It's, let's say, also 20 feet. So pretty much
How
20
wide's the room?
feet cube
20 by 20?
by 20.
Make a sandwich.
It's 20
I'm
by
thinking
20 by 20 because we've gone back in time.
Ooh, I'm going to go ahead and hit it with drop the hammer, but literally I'm going to drop stalactite attack. So rather than impale it from below, which would be gauche and cliche, I'm going to impale it from above, which is fresh, new, and how do you say, je m'appelle Monsieur Perfletet. So that's good. This has to be an attack with strength. Do you think that creativity counts for that, for my quality die, or no?
I'd allow it.
Okay. So yes, death from the skies, or from the 20 by 20 by 20 foot ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
So that is a 7 attack using the thing.
Now,
and it is hindered using my min die, which in this case is the 6. Is that correct?
Yes. So a 6 hinder would be a -2.
Okay.
But
you have a +2 from Legacy currently that you can tack on
true.
for a guaranteed kill.
Oh, I'm going to use that +2 from Legacy and guarantee a kill.
Yep. So
that's what happened.
Basically split one of the mummies with a stalactite, and yeah, that's dead. So who goes next?
Once again, I'm going to hand it off to Headlong.
All right.
It's almost instinct at this point. We've worked together for an hour and a half.
The tag team duo.
That's right.
So stalactite falls and crushes one of the ones on
Legacy.
On Legacy. Now, is this you formed that stalactite out of the ceiling?
Yes.
It came from the ceiling.
Okay.
I would say if I understand my powers correctly, and there's a very good chance that I don't, it came from the ceiling, but rather than being the sandstone of the ceiling, it's actually the crystalline type stone that I use for my powers. It just sort of emerged from the ceiling.
Okay. In that case, when Headlong comes around again, he'll grab the other mummy that's on Legacy and whip it around and slam it up against that stalactite from the ceiling.
Yeah, it's the old 1-2. What we call the old rock and roll.
Yep.
Or maybe rock slide is better.
I will use a frictionless shove to attack using momentum and either hinder the target or move them somewhere else in the scene.
All right.
So do momentum and acrobatics.
It's going to smash, which, wow. Okay, so 5 + 9 is 4. Are you putting them all on the attack, I assume?
Yeah, there's no this particular move doesn't do anything on any other dice, so it's all on the mid.
Okay, fair enough. Then that is completely smashed that mummy on Legacy. And with that, you get to hand it off to either Legacy or the environment.
Well, let's throw it to Legacy.
Oh, I was going to say do it to the environment, but that's okay. All right. I noticed that some of my fellow teammates look injured. Oh, yes. So I will attack this final mummy using motivational charge. Attack using leadership, which is that, but I'll also use strength. All nearby allies with their health in the yellow or red zone recover health equal to my min die, and I'm going to throw in my +2 bonus this time. And so it looks like I'm attacking at 6, and my min die is 3. So that means, do I add the 2 to that as well, or not?
No, you get to decide where the 2 goes.
So does that mean that my score then is 4? that I'm attacking this minion with?
Yeah, you'd be your mid die is the 4, and you can decide to add the 6 to it, which would guarantee a kill on that, or you can assign the 2 to your min die, causing more heal.
I think I'm going to assign that to my min die, causing more heal. So you have to save against a 4, which is possible.
Oh, watch this thing save.
That's fine. But you guys, everybody gets 5 healing.
Yay!
It saves.
It does save with another max die there, Brian.
Yeah.
Nah, he got 3 out of 4.
That's true. I didn't actually roll a 4. It just has a +1 to saves.
Yeah, that's all right.
And so everyone gets to heal 5.
Now, do I get a heal 5?
For everyone that's in their yellow or red.
Yeah, everyone that's in the yellow or red.
What's that? How's that read?
All nearby allies. No, so
I'm going to say not you. Yeah,
that's fine. I will soak the damage for my friends.
Yeah, you're definitely not your ally.
I'm out of the yellow, so that's a bummer.
And it being the environment's turn, the environment ticks down again. It is now in the yellow.
Okay.
So everyone...
So Matthew, you're back in the yellow.
Be rolling their yellow die. If you're not in the red.
If you're not in the red.
Yes.
You're yellow unless you're red, but even if you're green, you're still yellow.
And there's still a stupid mummy here.
And that one mummy is going to continue to claw and bite at Bunker, and 2 damage to Bunker.
Rawr, rawr, I am a mummy. Rawr,
What
rawr.
mummy?
Which Bunker ignores. And with that, I think we'll pass it to Bunker to start the turn.
Stop ignoring me. I am a mummy. Rawr, rawr.
No, I think you mean stop ignoring your mummy. What have I ever done to you? I raised you better than this.
Ha ha.
Would it kill you to call?
101001.
I'm just gonna punch it.
Okay.
Have you been eating right?
Do I have any bonuses currently running around?
Nope.
Cool.
You get the cool adjacent to Rockstar bonus.
So you just, wow. You're using the lower close combat die, you roll a 7?
Yep.
Okay. Well, you smashed that mummy.
That's the effect of the being close to Rockstar. Awesome.
And it scatters into metal scrap and bandages across the floor.
Nice.
Woo! Metal scrap and bandages is my 6pence on the richer cover band.
You are still here in the chamber. There's a dark passage leading on.
I think Bunker should lead. Turn on the headlights on his on his suit into this dark passage.
You have seen suit lights?
Good idea. Although he has to turn it, pass it off to someone else to go next.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
I guess pass it off to Legacy since it's Legacy.
All right, Legacy. What you gonna do?
Well, I guess since we're in this dark room, I will smile, and my bright smile will light up this room. Remember, kids, your dentist recommends that you brush 3 times a day.
Say your prayers and brush your teeth, little Hulkamaniacs.
Well, I guess I'm going to move forward into the... I mean, if there's nothing else in this room... there's nothing else in this room, right?
No, there's a big stalactite that's jutting out of the floor, and there is another passage that opened up there in the side that spilled forth a number of these robot mummies.
Oh, so I'm going to go investigate that side passage.
All right.
And I'm going to use awareness and, I guess, leadership on this. And no bonuses. And I guess this is just an overcome, right?
Yep.
And I roll a 6.
All right, that'd be success with a minor twist.
All right, success with a minor twist. Let's see. I don't have any...
You can see what's in there,
I can see what's in there, but it's snakes.
Well,
which whippersnapper just showed me up? I think that's Headlong showed me up by zipping around and taking out a lot of those guys when I couldn't take many of those guys. In fact, I don't think I only hit one of them.
All right. Well, you are kind of bothered. And
I'm sad by this. Another reason why I should just retire.
And so as you
sad Hulk music plays through my head.
And as you try to put on a brave face to go into the next room, you notice that, or you don't notice, as you're distracted, lost in thought about how these young whippersnappers are running circles around you.
Literally.
All of a sudden, there's a swarm of bats come flying out from this
bats.
chamber.
You put on a brave face and they eat it.
And so the environment's going to roll, and a mid-die of 3.
So I'll take 3 damage?
Actually, attack each hero with the min die, so 2 damage to everyone.
Oh, so 1 damage.
And then hinder each hero with the max die.
Ah, boo.
Ew.
What's the max die?
And the max die is 7, so that's going to be a -2 to each of your actions.
Oof. All right.
So do we all soak the damage except for Headlong?
And that's going to be fairly persistent there. Yeah, I think everyone except Headlong has a soak.
In the yellow zone, at least.
Yep. So 2 damage, you said?
Yep.
And is this the same? Are we still within like the same sequence? Like, do I still have my persistent bonus?
I guess you haven't taken another turn since you did your... Oh, yeah, you still got your persistent bonus.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you still have that, but not the defense.
Yeah, that's gone.
Have we earned 1 hero point in this issue?
Yep.
Okay.
We haven't been overcoming a lot, especially not particularly successfully.
Yep.
Bah!
So
I'm a mime!
Yeah, so basically you are overcome with a bunch of bats, and so have a ongoing -2 penalty.
How long does it on go?
To me or to...
Until something is done about those bats.
No, wait, is this on to me or is that on
everyone?
Oh, that's on to everyone. Okay, you drew a box around Rockstar, that's why I was curious.
Yeah.
All right, then I will... then I'll go ahead and let Rockstar go next.
First thing I'm going to do is get out of the box.
That doesn't help.
Sure it does. All right. Has anyone given me a bonus from a boost? Because we just got a bonus a moment ago from, I believe, Legacy.
I don't think you got any ongoing boosts.
No, nothing is left anymore.
So I can overcome using brute force. There's like a swarm of bats.
Mm-hmm.
What if there's a swarm of rocks?
Okay.
Literally just rocks just fly in at the bats. A swarm of rock bats. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pelt the swarm of bats with a big hunk of rocks.
All right.
So that's going to be stone. Let's see. Qualities. Close combat. That's not close combat. I'm going to go hard rock lifestyle.
Fair.
Because this is rock. I'm throwing rocks.
And don't forget to check the yellow if it's not already.
I have checked the yellow. I am going to use... Am I allowed to use hero points in increments? Well, I can use them however I want. You said I can do 1, 3, and 1, or I can do 3, 1, and a different one. So I'm going to add 2 hero points to this attack in an attempt to de-swarm the bats.
Yeah, now again, you're supposed to kind of determine, like at the start of the session, how those increments are going to be pre-broken up. But,
okay.
Yeah,
I did say 1, 3, and 1.
Okay.
So
yeah, but I don't think you can use 2 of them at the same time. Is what Brian's saying.
because otherwise you'd be using 2.
So you can use that 3.
That's what I was saying. I've used 1 already. So if I said 1, 3, and 1, I can use either a 1 or a 3 here. I'm going to choose to use the 3.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Trying to follow your rules.
Fair enough.
I don't play this game. Skakow!
All right. An 8. Did you apply the -2 from the bats?
Let's say yes.
I think that's a
no, I did not. So it's actually a 6.
Yep. And you're still...
But I'm using my max die.
Which is still a 5.
Still a 6.
Yep. So that would be a success with a minor twist.
Okay.
So we will say that you do successfully clear out the bats.
Yes.
But throwing rocks around is causing much hindrance and distraction to your allies.
I'm pelting them as well.
Yep. So basically, instead of a persistent -2, we'll use your min die to give everyone a -1 to their next action, and then that hindrance will go away.
Okay. They also get a hero point if that helps.
There's that.
Everybody gets a hero point?
Everybody gets a hero point.
Yay.
Right.
When I overcome, I and each of my allies, so everybody but Legacy, gets a hero point.
Don't be that
Screw you,
player.
old man.
Don't be
Don't
that
be a
player.
Rob. I won't be a Rob. I meant everybody with the exception of Legacy. Okay.
And you're going to go next.
Well, this Legacy has Legacy gone this round?
Yep.
Legacy has not.
Well,
not this round.
oh, okay.
Well, actually,
wait.
Headlong is super fast.
Yeah, Legacy.
Yeah, I did
handed it off.
I started off the
and handed it off to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Bunker
it's
hasn't
either-
gone this round, and Headlong hasn't gone this round.
No, I started this round.
Okay, so it's
Okay.
either Headlong or
handed
the
it off to
environment.
Legacy because we had to choose someone other than me to go first into the hallway, and then Legacy handed it to you.
Right.
And now
Every
you
time
get
I
to do the
choose-
usual tag team of Headlong.
Yeah, every time I choose to use the environment, it goes badly for us. So I'm going to hand it off to Headlong again.
Okay.
I explore.
All right. What you going to do in order to explore? Come up with an overcome action using your dice there, your qualities and powers, and maybe any abilities that may apply.
I will use my intuition and hustling to figure out if I was a guy who wanted something hidden here, where would I hide it?
Every day I'm
Okay.
hustling.
Sounds decent.
I will try to use principle of the mask, overcome using knowledge from your civilian life, and use your max die, and then if you and each of your allies gain a hero point.
Cool.
All right.
What do you do in your civilian life?
I'm a criminal.
I don't think anymore.
I was a criminal.
I think you might just be doing a carrier job, a legitimate one now.
Yeah, like half of my stats still apply to that stuff, though. Intuition, hustling, basic action. So I'm not going to add any mods here, but I got a +2 and a -1.
All right. So you get to
But
use
I get
your,
to use my max.
Well,
So that
So 6 + 2 - 1 would be 7.
yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and apply that -1 there. So that is still a success with a minor twist. So I will say that you do manage to, in this little alcove that the mummies came out of, find what seems to be some kind of hidden switch.
Mhm.
As you press that, it does open the back wall of this alcove into another room. Seems to be a fairly small room that contains a large sarcophagus within it.
Uh-oh.
But it also, the bottom seems to drop out under you guys, and all of you are find yourself in what seems to be quicksand.
No.
Ah!
And so we're going to attack each hero with the min die. So, 5 damage to each hero.
3 damage.
Or 3 damage.
And then you are each hindered by the mid die, so another -2.
Oh, how many -2s we have now?
Well,
I
the
have
other one
2.
went away.
Oh, the other one went away. Okay.
Well, you still
Okay,
got a
good.
-1 because of Rockstar's rocking last time, if you haven't
Oh.
gone since then.
I did get that, did I? Or did we all get hindered by my rockin'?
I'll say everyone else did.
Okay.
Yeah,
That makes it
I've
worse
I've
somehow.
already spent that penalty, but nobody else has.
Yes.
Okay. No more rockin' for you. Thanks, Brian.
All right. You are all into quicksand. And with that, the environment goes.
I thought the environment just went and attacked us for 8.
Well, that
Or
was a
5.
minor twist on
Oh,
his
okay.
action.
Oh, okay.
And
That's
so
the other environment.
And basically, in addition to the ground having fallen out from under you, sand is also pouring in from the sides. And you're all attacked again by the environment as you're being churned and crushed. And 6 damage to each hero.
6 damage on what type of die, Brian?
On a d6. Which was the lowest die in that roll. So
Did we take damage off of the 8 previously as well?
That was a 5, the min die on that.
Yeah, you would have taken an 8 previously and then a 6 on this. And environment ticks down again. And there you are in quicksand. And I'm going to hand it off. Let's go to Legacy.
Okay, I will use Principle of the Hero. Overcome a situation in which innocent people are in immediate danger. Use your max die. You and your allies gain a hero point. So I'm going to try to fly out of this quicksand and bring these guys with me. I'm going to have them all grab a hold, everyone. So I am going to use flight and leadership, I think, on this. And I'm going to be rolling a -2 or -3 because I have a -2 and then I also have a -1.
That'd be a -3.
All right. -3. Submit. So that is a 3.
Well, you're using the max die, which is...
Oh, yeah, that's right. I am using
9, which makes it a 6. So success with a minor twist.
Okay. I'll clear off those 2 penalties and take a different penalty, I guess, in that old man strain from trying to lift all 3 of these people out of out of
your
the quicksand.
Shazam Bago is acting up.
So yes, as you strain to pull everyone out, you take some hurt.
By everyone, we mean Bunker.
Well, especially Bunker, yes. And
Sorry.
Oh, you're so heavy. I told you to use the lightweight carbon polymargan mollifiers.
And so we'll take damage equal to the mid die, which is that 6.
All right, so I'll take 4 damage.
Yes.
And that puts me in the red zone.
Or we call it the icy hot zone for you old fellers.
Oh, and so I got everyone out?
Yep, you pull everyone out of the sand
take
and
them to a safe landing spot outside of the quicksand.
Yep, and kind of all roll into this chamber with the large sarcophagus.
Oh man, nobody has healing, do they? Nobody. Am I the only one that gives healing to the rest of my allies?
I think
also
so.
Everybody gets a hero point.
Cool.
So
I can heal myself, but I don't know if I can heal anybody else.
So quicksand is gone.
Yep.
I don't get to heal at all. So
yeah, no healing here.
Okay, well I'm at 11. I'm at 11 points left. I'm in the red zone.
Well, I hope whatever's in the sarcophagus isn't,
Yes.
Yeah, it's friendly.
Yeah.
Friendly
And
sarcophagus.
who's going next, Legacy?
Oh man, I think I'm going to let it go to headlong to check this room out as quickly as possible.
Reconnoiter. You there? What day is it?
All right. I'll be like, I'm not that kind of super speed person, but all right, I'll check things out. Just kind of like
Every speedster knows how to
jog
check out an environment.
and, check stuff out.
And what you gonna roll to do that? This will be an overcome action.
Intuition plus banter.
Banter?
Yeah, he's like, yeah, old man, whatever you say.
Ha!
I feel like it's a bit of a stretch here.
He's going to make jokes about everything he sees.
Yeah, all right. So most of my stuff involves like jumping around. So after a quick look around, I actually will build up speed and actually start sliding around the room and checking it out. So I'll do intuition and acrobatics.
Okay.
Do I have any penalties on me?
No, you used up the last one.
Okay. And I still have my persistent bonus?
Yeah. Well, say that's still there.
Okay.
Okay, so are you using a principle here, or Well, I guess either way, that'd be because you did a +2 in the box.
Sorry.
No, that's cool. So I mean, that's an 8 with the mid die, and so that is a success on an overcome action. So as you're whipping around, you manage to step on a brick that kind of causes the wall that the sarcophagus is against to swing open like a door.
Oh.
As it reveals another chamber, very similar but larger and holding 4 sarcophagi within.
Who designed this casino?
So, was that an overcome?
That was an overcome.
Okay. Whenever you successfully overcome, you may end up anywhere in the current environment. Then you and each of your allies gains a hero point.
All right.
So I will be on the ceiling of that room.
Okay.
And everybody gets a hero point.
Yay, we have maxed out our hero points.
I'll say that there's basically a shaft to allow sunlight through with mirrored surfaces.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I can dig it.
And you managed to perch yourself up there after using a momentum to get up there.
Yep.
And
can you use your friction reverse-wise to stick to things?
Not really. I figure if you guys have ever seen anybody play Lucio in Overwatch, you can just like leave the button pressed and you can just keep going around. Like if there's a continuous wall, you can just keep sliding around. So I might just be like basically have both feet and one hand up against the wall and just be slowly moving like laterally on the wall.
I see. You
like
just
it doesn't like stick to the wall. It's just kind of like slowly moving along it.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, I'd say you can use your friction control to increase the friction and potentially stick to a surface.
Oh, there you go.
Speedy spider.
May not be what you're
I
doing.
definitely do that when I'm running upside down on like surfaces and stuff.
Yeah. Yep. Anyways, who's going to be going next? You got Rockstar, Bunker, or the Environment, which has not gone yet.
Oh, Peaches to the Environment.
Oh, okay. Well, as you hand it to the Environment, all of a sudden you hear basically the rocks sliding and some clinking as the sarcophagi bust open, and what seems to be some skeletons pour through.
Real skeletons this time.
Well, not so much. They are weirdly bionic as well.
Oh, no.
Robo-skeletons.
Does this mean that the skeleton is half robot, or does this mean that this is like a half organic Terminator?
I would say the skeleton seems to be half robot.
Oh, okay.
Come to me if you want to die.
And so 2 of them at D8 show up, start advancing towards you. And we'll say they rush forth and swing their kopeshes towards the Bunker and Legacy.
Yay.
No.
More damage.
Well, I'm hearing the images. Going to tick down the scene. Ba-doop. And with their kopesh, they get a +1 to attack. So 5 to Legacy.
Oh, ouch. Well, now that I'm in the red zone, I'm absorbing 3 of that. So I'll only take 2 damage. But now I'm down to 9, everybody. 9.
Oof.
And 5 to Bunker.
I take 3. Yay. I am in the red, and I am at also 9.
Yay.
All right.
So if Legacy dies, does that mean that we can keep all his stuff?
He doesn't have much, man.
He has a ring.
That cape would look amazing with my outfit.
Yeah, it goes to his daughter.
All right. And,
I don't see her here.
We'll hand it to Bunker.
I have a reaction that I have a question with the way you've been rolling damage on these guys. So when I'm hit with an attack, I may change to any mode. If I do, take extra damage equal to the min die or take a minor twist. You're only running 1 die, so...
That's interesting. I'd probably just roll a d4, and that'd be the extra damage. Now, like if that was in response to environment damage, I mean, it rolls a pool, so...
Well, I'm going to go with... Are these guys minions?
Yes, they are.
All right, I'm going to go with external combustion and watch myself get wrecked. Attack multiple targets using power suit. Use your max plus mid dice. Take irreducible damage equal to your min die.
All right.
So power suit and close combat makes the most sense here, right?
Sounds like.
All right. So yeah, I'm just going to kind of vent into their faces.
All right.
And I'm going to add... Screw it. I'm going to use my +2 on this. My other +2.
All right.
It's max plus mid +2. So that'll be a 15 to each of them.
All right. That pretty much takes them out.
Wow.
And I take 4 damage.
Oh, no.
I take damage equal to my mid die. And it's irreducible, so
Yes.
I'm at 5. But we don't have mummies anymore.
No mummies. All right. So then handing it off to Rockstar?
Rockstar, check out the next situation.
Yep. Rockstar is now had the path cleared into this chamber with several sarcophagi, 2 of which have opened up to unleash those skeletons.
2 of them are still closed?
Yep.
Trying to see. No one has given me a boost yet, have they?
No. You
Okay.
can boost yourself.
No, I have a power that can be used when someone gives me a boost, and I keep either forgetting to do it or not getting boosted.
Well, Legacy was given a boost earlier.
Well, it's too late now.
Yep.
But I can still overcome using brute force.
I suppose so.
My brute force is going to be encasing those 2 sarcophagi in unbreakable mantles of rock so that no more skeletons and or mummies and or, robot monsters can come out of there.
Okay.
And to do that, I'm going to use transmutation and creativity. Ha ha! Ha ha! Yeah, and I'm going to use my remaining +1.
All right.
Because what's the odds that there's a big bad monster about to attack and kill us, right?
I mean, I would say it's pretty good.
Right?
You get to use your max die, right?
I do get to use my max die.
Okay. Well, that brings it to a 10, which is a success on an overcome action. So I'd say encasing those sarcophagi in stone. As you do that, there's some crumbling as all of a sudden the wall behind one of the sarcophagi break and it just collapses backwards as you basically see beyond it a long hallway that seems to be filled with various treasures and piles of coin and engraved figurines, woven tapestries, several chests, all of the like, in this hallway leading back.
So apparently this was designed by M.C. Escher. Okay.
You're the last in the round, so you get to choose any available targets to go next.
Who's most likely to run point into a situation like this, Bunker or Legacy?
Well, Legacy is your leader type.
Bunker's our leader.
Bunker is quite literally in the red.
He's very injured. Yeah, I'm going to hand it off to Legacy.
Okay.
Our leader type.
Who's also literally in the red.
So what's in our way? Just a bunch of gold and silver and temptations.
Yeah, he revealed a long hallway filled with treasure and gold and all the rest.
All right, I'm going to use a motivational charge here. Oh no, I need to use an overcome action, right?
Yeah.
Shoot.
So if we're full on hero points, we didn't get a hero point from my overcome.
Right.
Yeah, if you've hit 5.
And we won't get a hero point from your overcome.
Nah.
Right.
Okay.
I was trying to see if I couldn't use a way to give everyone a little bit of healing, but that is an attack. Let me see what else I got.
That's okay. I'm sure something else bad will happen.
Okay. Well, I guess I will just use Principle of the Mentor here. Oh, no, that's only by challenge that someone has tried and failed. So I'll use Principle of the Hero. That's the only thing I can use for the overcome as a base overcome. I will use Awareness, and I will use Leadership here. And I'm going to throw in my other +2 bonus, and I will just say, let's not pay any attention to these wonders that lay before our eyes. They are mere temptations. If these jewels and other trinkets still persist when we are done, we will gather it up and donate it to a local charity. So I'm going to use my other 2 on this. And I roll an 8. Well, let's see. Let me use the max die. And each of the heroes gains a hero point. So that's an 11. That's 13.
Nice. So
I think he overcame successfully.
Yes, he overcame successfully, and in fact, basically as he's passing through, he realizes, just kind of looking over, that a lot of this gold and whatnot doesn't seem to be legitimate.
Oh, rubbish!
Yes.
All this Rococo crap.
Yeah, the all seems to be fake gold and jewels and statuary, lacquered over wood statues.
Just cheap paste.
And you also notice that there seems to be a trap door.
Oh,
floor
but
below.
Look, everyone, there's a trap door right over here. We have to clear away some of this pretend stuff.
And you notice that it kind of opens up into a crawl space. It seems to run back a lot of the ways that you've gone before. There seems to be various slats and hidden viewpoints showing previous rooms that you passed through, the sarcophagi chambers and the room with the sand
we're
trap.
Backstage. Why are we going back this way?
And who's going to go next?
Well, I think who else has a good overcome right now?
I do.
All right. Bunker, I will let you go next.
Also not overcome at all tonight.
All right. That's okay.
Things.
Everyone has a down day.
Principle of order. Overcome a challenge where you can organize other people. Just kind of making sure that I've got light ahead so we can see everything. Rockstar at the because we're in a crawl space type thing, or not a crawl space, like a
it's a crawl space kind of thing.
Yeah. So I'll be at the front. I'm just trying to make sure that the 3 behind me know what's going on, what I can see, and how they can assist at any given moment. So that'll be veteran. And which mode am I supposed to be in right now?
Do you ever actually changed modes?
No, so it should be operations, right?
Yes, I'd say.
All right.
Weren't you in Braca mode a minute ago?
That was previous issue.
Oh, okay.
And intuition, I guess.
All right.
Which is not great, but I don't know what else I can do there. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. 6, which would be a success with a minor twist.
Sure.
Okay. Got any ideas on the minor twist from your principles?
I do not.
All right. In that case, I'll say as you're trundling through this small crawl space, it seems to be a bit tight and not quite constructed with your frame in mind. And so all of a sudden the walls kind of crack and buckle, and you and the rest of the group kind of spill into another chamber, which seems to have a number of various blades swinging about.
Oh, okay.
And so you find yourself in a room of blade traps. And who's gonna go next? You got Rockstar, you got Headlong, you got the environment.
I'm gonna go with Rockstar, block those blades.
Well, where there's a pit, there's a pendulum. I'm going to block those blades.
Block those blades. Block those
Block
blades.
those blades.
All right. How are you going to go about that?
Freeze them into stone.
It's looking like Principle of Strength.
All right.
Kick him! I'm going to kick him. No.
Kick him. What? All right.
Overcome using brute force.
Mm.
So Principle of Strength. So you know how I pelted the bats with rocks?
Mm-hmm.
That will not work here.
All right.
I'm going to have to use bigger rocks.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try and wedge the rocks into the blades to where they can't swing or hook or chop us up. I'm gonna try and just gum up the works with big rocks.
Sounds good.
Big rocks. It's gonna be awesome. And everybody's gonna be like, whoa. And then we're all gonna be like, whoa. I don't have any bonuses left to my knowledge.
No.
Do I still have any penalties?
No, I think those have been all used up.
All right. Skrakow!
Okay, an 8. That's a success on an overcome. And
it is.
so,
and it's technically this overcome uses my max die, so it's still using an 8. Okay, never mind. Yay!
So yeah,
it's either an 8 or an 8.
You kind of blast out various crystals, and that seems to jam up the works as the various swinging and slicing blades come to a grinding halt.
Yeah.
And so pathway seems clear into the next room.
Okay.
And he's going to go next. You got Headlong or the Environment to go.
I'm going to tag in Headlong.
All right.
Because we always tag in Headlong.
Yeah. I'll go into the next room.
All right. You come up into the next room. Seems to be a pretty ornate observatory. There's brass mechanical contraptions showing orbiting the solar system here. There's a dome ceiling painted with various constellations.
Does any of this stuff look like modern, like it was like done recently?
I'd say you can try to roll to determine that.
Okay, because I'm very bad at that kind of roll. Let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
Does any of this bear any sort of mark or calling card or of any sort of villain or crime syndicate or anything like that? Is that something that I can figure out from the stuff that we've seen so far?
And
is that a helpful question to ask? If it isn't, then I can do something else.
Sure, I'd let you roll for it.
Okay. Let me roll intuition and criminal underworld info.
All right.
Which is a stat I have.
Fair enough.
Oh.
And I still have my bonus. So that's going to be a 6.
So that would be a success with an overcome. Basically as you investigate this equipment, it definitely seems to be a lot more modern than what you would expect in some ancient Egyptian temple.
Mm-hmm.
And as you're poking around, it does all of a sudden there seems to be something of a hologram pops up.
It's Tupac.
Whoa.
It is not Tupac. You see...
Sorry, I heard hologram in Vegas and my brain just...
I mean, fair. But all of a sudden you do see the mirrored visage of an old enemy of the Freedom Five. Their old secretary, Amelia Twain's new identity as misinformation pops forth. And she basically gloats now that, well, I'm surprised you managed to make it this far, heroes, but I'm afraid you're about to come to an end. And so the environment's going to roll.
Does she not yahaha? Because I really would like a yahaha.
Sure, she yahahas.
Awesome.
She seems to press some buttons off screen-ish. Ooh, okay. So not a super fantastic roll, but that's probably fine as basically spikes start coming out and closing in. And so gonna attack all heroes with the max die.
Yeah.
And that'll be a 5 damage to everyone.
Okay, I'm going to defend using Danger Sense.
All right.
And I roll a 4.
Hold
on.
Is this a reaction?
Danger Sense? Yeah, it's a reaction.
So yeah, you just get to actually roll the 1 die.
I would also like to
react. A 3.
Okay, so you get to block 3 of that damage, so take
it's 5,
2.
so I'll take 0 damage.
All right, fair enough.
I would like to use the emergency reconfiguration. Is this an attack?
It's an attack from the environment, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to change to recharge mode.
All right.
I take extra damage equal to the min die.
Oh, no. Okay.
Which was a 1, so I'll take nothing?
It was a 1.
Or does that tack on to the damage I already took?
I would
yeah.
DR.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's additional damage, right?
Yeah, I'd say that's accurate.
I am at
dead?
2.
Okay.
I got a reaction.
All right.
As well, if that's all right.
Yeah, I'd say go.
I'll use Smooth Move. When another hero in the yellow or red zone would take damage, you may defend them by rolling your single intuition die. Does Bunker really need a defense here?
No, I have to take damage in order to actually.
So you want that reconfigure?
I want that reconfigure because going into recharge mode means I can actually heal myself.
Oh, okay. Does Rockstar want that defend then?
No, actually, because I have a thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll save it then.
Okay, fair enough.
So 5 damage, you said?
Yes, 5 damage as basically the mechanism here of the astronomy room, whose name just basically becomes a big elaborate trap and starts swinging at you. And so...
trapped by a planetarium. You would have thought my horoscopes would have told me something about this morning.
Oh my god.
I'm in the red.
But yeah, since that would be a twist with a success, I would say that you do also manage to find a switch that basically releases an exit. So a door in the back of this observatory opens up, and so there is an exit there available. But before anyone can react further, the environment is going to go again, and basically going to roll again to hinder everyone, in addition to the damage, as the big swingy blades are very distracting. It's going to go with a mid die against everyone, and 6, that's a -2 to everyone's next reaction.
Oh, so just a -2, no damage?
Yep, no damage here.
Okay.
It's basically has an additional rider, and it ticks down. We're in the middle, basically, of the track now, and we'll toss it back to Legacy as the leader guy to continue and start the next round.
Fine. Then I will galvanize my team. I'm going to boost using leadership. So everyone will be able to boost their attacks and overcomes until the start of my next turn. So we will have, I guess I will use the strength and, of course, leadership. And I'm going to use my final bonus on this. So I'm going to have a -1 overall instead of a -2. And I get a 3. Yeah, so it looks like that's what, a 2? No.
That'd be a +1.
+1. So everybody gets a +1 bonus.
To attacks and overcomes.
To their attacks and overcomes until the end of my next turn. Now I think we should get out of here. Don't you agree, Rockstar?
All right, Rockstar.
Rockstar does agree. Rockstar agrees so much that we have to get through the astronomical pokery to get to the exit. Is that correct?
That's correct.
All right. Rockstar is going to use Principle of Ambition to overcome a situation where someone is giving us a bonus from a boost.
All right.
What was the boost again?
A +1.
+1. I like the sound of a +1. So I am overcoming a situation. What I'm actually going to do is, inspired by my lifelong partner, Headlong. We came up together in the Daybreak, not the new Teen Titans. I'm going to use creativity and stone, and I'm literally going to make a stone slide that will allow us to just slide effortlessly through the mechanical portions of it without getting, chopped or spindled, folded, mutilated. And right to that exit, just whoosh. It's going to be a whoosh, theoretically. A whoosh. All right. Now, in this particular situation, I use my max die and blah, 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 hero point. This will be like our 19th hero point, this issue. It's a good issue.
Fair enough.
So my max die is a 7, +1 is an 8 to make a rock slide.
An 8 would be a successful overcome, and so you make a rock slide that just shoots everyone through this observatory room and into the next. And
it's even bunker-sized because I'm thoughtful.
Yay.
He forms into sled mode and everyone piles in. And so you find yourself kind of dumped into a room, a long room lined with various animal-headed Egyptian gods, and door kind of slams shut behind you.
Wait, are these representations or actual Egyptian gods?
Representations.
Okay. Because I was going to wish everybody a happy last issue.
No, you maybe not have met the Ennead, but having, been in a world where they were around, there does seem to be some overlap, but they are just big old statues. And not any of those guys.
I've heard of them. There's Thothamon and Thor and Hercules and Frankenstein and those guys.
Yes, all those guys. And so you guys spill into this room and all seems to be quiet.
That's good.
Yes, but it makes me wonder what other traps she has set for us.
All right, basically we fall out of combat rounds, but there you are in this chamber.
So, did I go last in that last round?
You just did.
Yeah, but again, we're out of rounds now. You don't have to.
Okay, so we don't have to hand off.
Yeah, no.
Well, I think we've only got one more page left in this issue, Brian.
Yes.
So what's happening?
Well, there you are in a chamber. You seem to have statues of various Egyptian gods. There's one there with a hawk head, one there with a cat head, one there seems to be mostly human, but painted green-faced. There's one with egret face, one there with a jackal face.
Just going to smash them all, right?
Okay.
I can.
No, that's disrespectful.
These aren't real. This is all mirage and make believe and fantasy.
Well, heck, if it's only smoke and mirrors, I'll help you smash.
And we do.
We smash.
Okay, yeah, you smash and you find it relatively easy to smash as yes, these statues supposedly seem to be made up of so much plaster and wood and
papier-mâché.
And
oh man, I thought they were robots.
But as you happen to smash through the jackal-headed one, you notice a chamber beneath it.
Another chamber? Look at that.
And as that smash, all of a sudden you hear, "Oh, whoa, hey, whoa, look out!" And you notice a young gentleman in there.
Do we know this man?
Some of you may recognize him. Those of you who are friends with Ra might have known his civilian identity as Dr. Blake Washington Jr. But
Dr. Washington Jr.
No, this isn't Dr. Washington Jr. This is his young associate, Martin Adams.
Martin Adams, what are you doing in here?
a student of Dr. Washington. Oh, hey, yeah, I was recently checking out some Anasazi ruins nearby, and when the thing opened up there in Vegas, I felt a weird pull towards it, so I stumbled in. Next thing I know, I was kind of ambushed by these fake mummies and thrown in here. I want to be careful. There's like some sort of laser grid there at the top of that pit. I tried to get out of it myself, but actually it seemed to be a bit more difficult than I would have expected.
Well, you're safe now.
Thanks. Could you help me get out of here?
Yes.
Of course.
I think Bunker, you said there's a laser grid above his cell, or the cell is just open?
The seam's open, but as you notice, there does seem to be some sort of focused lasers there.
Bunker, defuse these.
Rockstar, can you use your crystals to redirect the lasers away so Legacy can get down there and get the young Master Adams out of there?
I suppose I can. Actually, I'm sure I can.
Oh, yeah, because lasers are made out of crystals.
Or she can focus the lasers.
Yes.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to
a dinosaur
refract the
told me
lasers.
that.
Yep.
You can do anything with
refract the
crystals.
lasers,
Ask
point them
Dr.
up.
Dinosaur.
Yes.
I'm going to raise them all, and I'm going to point them off in random directions using crystalline.
Ow, my eyes!
Oh.
I'm going to point them all in legacy directions, and no. So as not to, and keeping in mind the lesson that I learned when injuring my colleagues previously with that terrible minor twist, I'm going to be very careful about which way they go, but they are going to be bouncing away to where there's now at least an opening that one could get through. If one could say, fly.
Yes.
Hey, thanks. I think I can take it from here, and as young Martin stands up, he picks up the staff. Looks like a large ankh.
Yep. Is this the staff of Ra?
No, it's not the staff of Ra, but it's a similar staff.
It's the staff of Ra Ra Ra. It's got a pom pom on top.
And as he picks it up, all of a sudden there's a great flash, a green light, and
ow, my eyes!
Yes, where Martin Adams was standing is now a taller being, green hair and pointy ears and teeth, wearing a blue and gold costume and bandages. It's like, yes, that is better. And he leaps out and lands nearby.
And who is this guy?
I am Anubis.
Anubis.
Yes.
Anubis.
Yes. I had looked for my old companion Ra following the battle of the Great Destroyer, but could not find. Unfortunately, young Adams had found my old staff and picked it up and has now taken up my mantle.
Correct me if I'm wrong on this one, Brian, but Ra sacrificed himself with the Aeneid, didn't he?
Yes, and Anubis. They all kind of tried
Anubis?
to do yep. He managed to get Anubis and the Aeneid and him all try to make a rush towards Oblivion and did a big sacrifice that pretty much wiped them all out.
So this is a new Anubis?
This is a new Anubis.
Nunibus.
Yes.
So it's Anubis.
Yes.
So we all get on the
Yes,
bus and
Rob,
be right
that
out
is
of
the
here.
joke I just made.
Now that I'm free of that horrid cage, I can get us out of here easily. And he basically uses some seeming magic fire and basically blasts a hole through a wall leading out into the starlight of what seems to be a modern city. As you
Modern city?
Not modern city, but a modern city. And a quick look around realizes that you're not in neither Las Vegas nor Egypt, but Rook City.
Uh-oh.
And just stepping out of a hole in the wall of what seems to be an old warehouse. Yes, I am free again.
Well, thank you for bringing us here. Please try to stay out of trouble.
Yes, you the same. I will once again continue my quest to gain deeper knowledge of life and death and to defend death's borders.
Have fun.
See you around, heroes.
Goodbye, Anubis.
Bye.
I want to talk like that too.
And that's one of the things that you will learn when you become a true leader, Rockstar. But until then, we have to fight our way out of Rook City. Is that the end of there, Brian?
Yes, that's the end.
All right, so there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is what was this issue?
This is the Tome of the Bazaar 86.
Tome of the Bazaar.
The Tome or the Tomb?
Number 86.
Also, you're able to get out of Rook City pretty easily. You call your jet, and
it's got the remote control. Phew, I was worried. We're in the bad part of Rook City.
You send someone for your
jet. It's already warm. The seats are warm.
Yeah.
Heated seats, everything's fine.
This is not the part of Rook City you want to be walking around in your uniform. You're just asking for people to come and take you.
What are they going to do? Steal your cape?
They might. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that wraps it up for this installment of Sentinels of the Multiverse. Hope you're enjoying it. We will be back next week with, what do we got? 2 more issues to go on this?
Yep.
We'll be back with another issue, and until then, here's hoping all of your dice rolls are critical hits.
This podcast is copyright 2020 by Major Spoilers Entertainment, LLC.